Hey there. Run, Roach. Not so fast, Roach. Giddy up. Let's go. Move it.
Where to? Witcher? We've a mission to complete.
We must waste no more time.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed?
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
I am at your service.
The San Real. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say...
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become San Real. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes San Real. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to San Real. Someone who should not have. Which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is this Sonreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravelli. Only then did he come into his own.
The aroma. Lovely.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Got Pomino over here. San Real. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek. Full?
Full. This one's full too. Full. This one's full too. Full. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of San Real? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start. Ready.
Step aside.
So?
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good. Revolting, bitter,
Could have gone sour while aging.
possible. This is not wine. This is contaminated ref. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace,
You are...
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Cintrin aristocrat at court.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Cintrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Need a minute.
Make haste. We await only you.
Witcher, hurry. Witcher, hurry.
My men stand ready. Say the word and we will make for Fort Astra. It is time to catch these wine thieves.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal. Relax. Now we wait.
Our favorite vintner. It's not him.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call...
Wait. He doesn't wish to speak. He needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let them...
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Who hired you?
He'll kill me!
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Centurion. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered a man for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Centurion. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the city.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of him.
Perhaps he can, but this Centurion appears to be no common. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it
Still don't know this Centrion's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Centrion, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Centrion does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Centrion accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Centrion's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Centrion gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Gotta nab the Centrion. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Centrion truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
I should double the patrols, just in case. Audacious rat, the Centrion. But we'll get him. I should double the patrols, just in case.
Jolly.
It's him! Get him!
Together!
travels. Damien's right. I'm a hunted.
How you like that silver?
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Oh, Gotish found his way to the hotel.
My heart is about to burst from a surfeit of beauty.
Run, Roach.
Nice tune.
Reginald Aubrey has returned. Not
Come
to
on,
be
Roach.
missed. Buy your tickets now. Available from me alone.
Ah,
Welcome. Herbs, fresh...
Let me see what you got. Herbs schmerbs. But how about some Gwent, eh?
came up wilted something awful this year. Becketic came up wilted something awful this year.
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Oh, Geralt, Geralt. I knew I should have taken you to the palace, handed you over to my tailor. Whatever are you wearing?
Sorry, it didn't have time to change.
Luckily, I prepared for just such an eventuality. Here, don this doublet. Its cut is all the rage these days. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora soiree. Tonight,
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Balan.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaviri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
This is definitely
sports, as you've made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle for power and influence.
What else will they think of? If they can't agree,
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Discover your artistic soul.
Come, let's look in the alcoves.
Come and express yourself. Purge the canvas and behold your emotions.
do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work. Pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism. Pretentious.
About to burst from a surfeit of beauty.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
Aren't they even? Because the right cuff seems somewhat higher to me.
It's fine. Relax. Master Hoover is...
Sorry, artists in the Mandragora and their guests only. Please go. Sorry, artists in the Mandragora and their guests only.
We should walk past the tables. Perhaps they're still
Please
there.
go. Sorry, artists in the Mandragora and their guests only.
But what if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
How can you be so...
I'm sure you understand. There are a great many highly qualified candidates. But are you sure it's an original?
My employer swears it.
see you, Geralt.
What's that? I shall go. Or perhaps I will.
Greetings and welcome.
Greetings, Witcher.
We must throw off the manacles
Empty, heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Treacly refuse.
How fares your
Come and express yourself. Besmirch the canvas and behold your emotions.
Do take care.
Good to see you.
Aren't they even? Because the right cuff seems somewhat higher to me.
It's fine. Relax. Master Buffo is...
As I said, only Mandragora artists allowed. Nothing I can do.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a noble.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard.
That must be him. We must get to...
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take...
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood. I'd
Quickly,
give my
upstairs.
life for her Grace.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door.
You must find...
Shouldn't split up.
Get up.
Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Must have climbed this ladder. stay alert. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Locked. No key in sight. Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled. Jewel still...
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my...
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to... He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything...
Fell out of the window.
Just...
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right. What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt I recall one such situation. We were chilled. Siana knew. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. In the end, no man.
Can't guarantee her safety.
Witcher, that was not.
Your Grace?
Read!
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain.
Ah, yes. Splendid.
They came to pay me a... Witcher,
Few I can rely on like I can on...
Curious. It seems...
Don't be fooled, dear. Get...
You said... Master Witch...
Despite what you might have heard, I don't...
It might...
My word.
For killing, though it...
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You... If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster.
If possible, yeah. Or at least...
Enough about the...
Fond memories?
It was wonderful.
I believe we're running short.
Let me go.
We shall return. An exceptional conversation.
Highly exceptional region. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No.
But that is precisely what... That is...
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news.
Duchess expect...
Do you mean to say...
Mean to say we...
Geralt, you...
No, Regis.
Alone?
Alone.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine.
Splendidly, Detlef. You're back.
Contrary to what common folk believe.
Regis. Gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this sec...
Your Grace. Always a pleasure.
I thank you. You have exceptional...
Didn't expect the evening to end.
Neither did I.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
It stands along the Somme. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there.
Lebioda's wounds.
Are you a knight?
Geralt of Rivia.
Wonder what for?
Run, Roach.
Ooh. Come on.
One of the knights with...
Whoa there, Roach.
Because of the itch that obtained at the bells. Quite hard to scratch under metal.
Citizens, beware of history and elves alike. And stones, hewn on...
Greetings. I hope...
What do you have on offer? Farewell.
Good luck on the path. Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
What do you have on offer? These diagrams, where do I look for them?
Of course. Where...
I'd like to ask you about something else. Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Of Toussaint Friends Society. Citizens, beware
Hey
of
there.
history and elves alike. Folks, few nor otherwise, a hecatomb at the Doran Alma estate.
Slow now. Not so fast, Roach.
Special discount on purchases of 10 or more.
Where am I?
Whoa! Run, Roach. Come on, Roach.
Jaw-dropping Mancomb awaits a challenger. His tongue.
Hey there.
Surely you've techniques you'd care to test and demonstrate.
His tongue as bright as our flesh.
I'll mock him.
Do you wish to jump in?
Consider...
So you're not
You see...
Fine. Let's...
Oh, my knees.
Let's get on with this
I'm a top...
Your taunts? I've heard dogs...
Well, how then is this for a clever...
Your mother must have...
My mother...
See, why'd you say that? You...
Uh,
mean we're not gonna fight?
Why? I told you, you've won.
The Witcher wins, beating Mancomb at his own game.
You out-tongued me, but only because I'm...
Right, sure.
2 more champions to defeat. Mancomb tosses taunts sharp as daggers.
I lent you coin. Let's dance.
Slow now, let's not do anything rash. Let's charge! Take him for a ride!
I lent you coin for wine.
Faster. Go, go.
Do you know the colors I would see on the Duchy's banners? Red, white...
Another murder by the horrid beast.
Can't afford a
Milton the
barber,
Peyrat
let alone
Peyrat falls
my
victim
wares.
to his own cowardice. The beast of Beauclair has struck again. Citizens, beware of the beast. Turn your...
Never you worry. The air here is such that one is never...
Run, Roach. Let's go.
Oh, deepest apologies. You are the famed Geralt of Rivia, are you?
You can't beat it. Here comes...
Never you worry. The air here is such that one is never hungover.
Shall you face off again?
I challenge you to a duel.
Noble lords and virtuous ladies, another fight. Still waters.
Come here!
Red, white, and rose.
Witcher, welcome back. Adieu.
I challenge you to a duel.
No! Ladies and gentlemen, the Witcher defeats the previously freed of his...
You're...
Thanks.
Have you naught to add? I'm a woman.
What for? It's the 13th century.
Will you not claim there was no honor in...
No. I'd expect to hear that from someone who was afraid to lose to a woman.
Now only Colossus.
You gave me the hiccups!
Can I shoot your crossbow?
A robust fight with a most surprising finish.
Come on.
Who's ever heard of such a thing?
No, picker it all.
Witcher. By the prophet's wounds.
Was Beklebjota? Man's root belast is the coin of all.
Where's that coot gone this
Ah!
time?
Oi there!
Ah. Oh.
How's a man to live?
Well,
Master Witcher. You face Colossus. Say those of
Lo and
Fairfield
behold,
under a
I see
sun.
better.
Father William, I smack him once. He spent a week wondering if anyone saw the crest on the carriage that ran him
My
over.
deepest regards.
Proof your work.
Oh, now you look.
Fine, let's fight.
Ah,
Don't want to fight?
whoa, a bit testy, are we? Just deflect my...
Feeling that...
No,
Fine. Doubt I'll have any trouble.
that I get.
Ladies. Whoa! Bad form! You were solely to deflect his blows. You agreed. Yet here you come a pummeling. The fight is over. Oh, now you look to be a man in search of exertion. Hey, Whitelocks, will you dare to fight Colossus?
Fine, let's fight. Don't want to fight?
Whoa, just deflect my blows. Got it? Catch...
Feeling that generous?
No, I just...
Prefer to slap you around the ordinary way.
Ah, disappointing. This witch is no fun at all. Oh well, I suppose it makes little difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, a fight at last!
Too quick for you,
Mistake. Damn.
The Witcher defeats Colossus.
You thump hard. You thump well, Master Witcher.
Thanks.
You've earned my...
A smashing place we have. And quiet. Laughing.
Wish you health.
What a specimen. Scared the fly. Cheap inoculations! Come get a touch of pox, rot, or rash.
Now bring us some fickepund and bring
Here is the hero we can afford.
Can you, Ben?
Witchman.
I was to get a new quote
Come
from
to me,
Jean
please.
who left us.
Approach.
I had an appointment and all.
My eyes were not deceived.
Mm-hmm. Me.
Oh, I've heard so much. Why?
Yeah.
Ah,
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet.
Witcher, sir. You... But alas, Francois has been gone.
Do my damn...
I forget you come from
That close to the city?
quite the contrary. Plenty.
I see.
By the prophet's wings. A witcher.
Piss off.
They say a great deal about you, Witcher. And whisper even more.
Can you believe it? I was together.
Lebioda wept. It is
No
positively
thief in the draft horse will talk without some carrot to move it.
Pardon me. Perhaps...
What's the problem?
I acquired Bumboch.
All right.
Better to push quilts and drag poles.
Stinks of carrion. Necrophages. Reeks in here. Reeks in here.
And is the storehouse safe?
Could I left use a nap? Oh, see, you're all right. You wear my ring.
Oh, see, that's my thing.
Where you walking?
Not so fast, Roach.
You shan't find anything better in all Toussaint. I stock the larder of the Duchessa herself.
Think I'm catching something.